When we created this, we just wanted to develop a fashion school, but what we have created is a gem in the Midwest. The starting point is making the biggest decision of your life to do it, and the best way is to not understand how hard it's going to be. Edessa is a 4-year college of fashion. Unlike other institutions, you can come to Edessa and specialize in a fashion area. We developed and wrote 125 courses. Each course description, each policy, we had to write all of that from scratch. Stack was this high, seriously. I was so proud of it, I decorated it in purple and green. We submitted that to the state of Wisconsin in November of 2020. We were approved.
The school is named after Lynne's paternal grandmother, Edessa Meek Dixon. Edessa Meek graduated from Tuskegee Institute along with her husband, Lynne's grandfather, on May 27, 1920.
My grandmother, Edessa, she was the one that created the narrative that I'm a third generation college grad at 65 years old, which is, as an African-American woman, is very unusual. When I graduated high school at 16, I started college at 16. I already created garments at an extremely high level because of my grandmother who taught me to sew and my mother who taught me to sew.
You know, Lynne has been developing industry standards, industry professionals for 35 years.
I've taught it for universities and institutions before developing Edessa. I started at the University of Delaware. I started a swimwear line and a bridal line in Washington, D.C. One of my garments is in the Smithsonian Museum of African American History and Culture.
Yeah, Lynne's been tenacious all her life. You know, even with that tenacity and that fiery spirit, there's a strong humility.
My father's a doctor, my uncle's a dentist, my other uncle's a biochemist, and my mother was a child psychologist, but she also was an amazing seamstress. My family didn't understand that clothing is an industry, and it's the second largest industry in the world. They just think, are you gonna sew the rest of your life? No, I'm not. I'm going to teach people how to make 5,000 of something, not 2.
Edessa Meek Dixon, this is her spirit, and this is the spirit that she shared with my wife, that she infused in Lynne, not just the sewing, but this spirit of doing and achieving.
Then the Art Institute opened. They needed a department chair, and I had no desire. They convinced me, and I loved it. We put on fashion productions that blew people's heads off. The students were there, they were hungry, and then it was announced that the school would close. I said, this is learning how to build a college backwards. Oh, this is training. I was led into every aspect of a full-blown 4-year college.
We call that the leap of faith. Sometimes we have to step forward, not knowing where we're going, but knowing things are going to be better if we put one foot in front of the other.
And that's how you do it. Do more, do better, go further, don't stop. And all I want to do is see it continue. Every time I accept a new student, I'm in it for 4 more years.